from 1870, still kind of laugh that I grew up understanding that clocks would change based on velocity and spacecraft, etc. And in turn, learning about satellites and time dilation. This whole velocity effect on time I've known about my whole life, but I ascribed it as magic growing up, same as flipping the light switch and the light turns on, same as anything that just seems complex. But I've gotten into it more a little bit, and it really is something that makes you think, and I'm hoping it makes you think too. As far as time travel goes, dilation is the key. So it's really important to go over exactly what time dilation is. And to do that, we're going to exaggerate based on velocity that we don't really use, but we're going to exaggerate the velocity so it's much easier to see the difference in time. So in reality right now, with the speed that our satellites are traveling around the Earth, we're looking at a fraction of a second for maybe every 6 months, extremely little. But at a faster velocity, which is absolutely possible, you would see an opening of the wave of reality, and the points would be less frequent, but again, that's what determines perception of time. So in the case of our satellite traveling fast around the Earth, it's going to have a day go by, and remember, a day has the 10 trillion Planck points. So 10 trillion Planck points going fast, and the satellite goes by, perceives one day, while here where we're going slower, we would experience 20 trillion Planck points, which is 2 days. So let's flip it around and send you into outer space. You're traveling fast now in orbit, and really fast, and you leave on a Friday. You experience your points in space-time, and you come back on Saturday. I waited down here being slow on Earth, and when you get back, it's actually Sunday. So basically what happens on board your ship, you register your calendar, your time, your clock, your experience, your journal, everything tells you it's Saturday when you came back. But in reality, an extra day went by, and it's Sunday. And you now have to adjust your clock because I'm on Earth, and I think Earth time wins. So that's dilation, is velocity's impact on time. And I'll just stress, again, because it's so important as far as time travel goes, that we are looking at a very real and very used and very practical reality that applies to spaceships, satellites, voyages into the solar system, etc. It's the real deal. So yeah, this delineation between points, trillions of them a day, definitely opens us up to thinking about dimensionality, etc. What's in between? I think our matter forms and reforms at every point, and that there's a chance that anything's possible in between points, other realities, etc. Same material forming and reforming in one way, shape, or form. But the blink analogy that's next, keep in mind we're changing that from 1 trillion points a day or 10 trillion points a day to 100 blinks, and we're going to consider our eyes open as the existence point and our eyes closed as that delineation. There are 100 eye opens per day. These are the points in space-time that we travel across, but we're thinking in terms of blinking. You get 2 seconds in between each blink. I get 1 second in between each day blink. And the day is 100 blinks, so let's see who gets through the day first. Okay, I'm going to start with my eyes open, 1 second closed. 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 And I'm going to get to 100 blinks, and my day is done. You are going to go 1 second. Your eyes are open, and 1, 2. And basically, you're going to get through your day. And when you're done with your day, and we come back and check in with each other, your day is over and feels exactly the same as my day. You had 100 eye opens. 100 eye opens goes by in a day. It felt like a day. You were aware for a day. Everything was a day. We are not aware of the space in between the blinks. And this is how time dilation works, is we exist on our own wavelength of traveling across the points in space-time. When the rate of velocity that the person traveling, or item, or clock, or spaceship, or satellite, when the velocity changes, it spreads this out so that if one person is experiencing a slower velocity, you can literally both go through a day and not be lined up with each other at the end of that day. And this is time dilation. So I didn't invent or make up time dilation. This has been something that we've known about for some time. It opens every door there is to time travel. And it's sort of like finding money just laying around. It's been there all along. I was able to pick it up and take what it proves about our existence and use it going forward in time, obviously, because I'm going to go home and back to our time, but back and forth. It opens every door there is to time travel.